Oh no! Our table is broken!
Yeah. Yeah. Don Brown. Bills Mafia. Yeah. You find us, we breaking the tables, we tailgating, breaking them tables. You know the mafia dangerous, you see us, we breaking the tables. We breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them, breaking them. You find us, we breaking the tables, we tailgating, breaking them tables. You know the mafia dangerous, you see us, we breaking the tables. We breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them, breaking them. You know the mafia dangerous. Put a hit out on your favorite team.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Weapons, shooting the bomb, mafia mind. Please don't step on my shoes. Game day ones, the white, the red, the blues. Hey man, breaking tables is traditional. Wishing the fish, look at my drip. Never cheating like Belichick is. Sean McDermott never telling the biz. Deion Dawkins missing Brown, we got Mitch. Gabe Davis toe tapping to this. Who making anthems that slapping like this? Nobody getting the traction like this. You find us, we breaking the tables, we tailgating, breaking them tables. You know the mafia dangerous, you see us, we breaking the tables. We breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them. The podcast breaking tables, you see us, we breaking them tables. Neil and Brian is breaking the tables. The mafia, baby, you know that we dangerous. Everybody know. Don Brown.
Get the tables.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breaking Tables. This is Big B. Hello.
You look like you're calling for us from the frozen tundra, like Alaska.
I am in the frozen tundra. I am in South Florida right now. It is freezing down here, guys. You guys don't know what we're going through right now. Okay, nobody knows. Nobody can comprehend how cold it is, Tampanil.
The people up north are probably like, "Fuck you, dude."
I could probably take my jacket off, shouldn't I? Welcome to Breaking Tables, guys. Happy Monday. It's let's call it the off-season edition, the first of the many shenanigans that we plan on doing all summer long. Yes, I am an asshole for wearing a jacket, but it's like 50 degrees right now. It is freezing. Neil, what is it like right now over you?
Dude, it's the same thing. It's like low 50s. It is not quite that warm right now.
Speaking of Florida boys, let's get our special guest on tonight. Walter, king of house dressing.
Oh,
yeah. What's up, buddy?
Playing a little NFL blitz right now in the old arcade. It's Buffalo versus Baltimore.
Oh, we definitely won. We're going to the Super Bowl.
I'm practicing for next year. Just trying to get my, seeing what schemes they need to run.
Nice. How warm is it up there in Orlando?
Oh man, it's a crisp, cool. It was 70 degrees today. It's pretty nice out.
What is it right now?
I don't know, 69.
No, it's got to be colder than us. We're like 59 degrees.
Yeah, but I'm not a pansy either, though. In the Arctic tundra, like you're looking, man.
This is terrible, bro. I mean, come on, my blood thinned out. You can't hate me for that.
Are you sure about that, there, buddy?
All right, man.
I'm just saying, man.
That was Walter. So thanks for.
It's like you pull out the Rumplemans.
King of Rumplemans, aka King of House Dressing. Oh, cheers, brother. Ah, man, dude, how are you feeling, man? What was your first reaction after that game?
I'm still in mourning, I guess.
There you go.
I mean, it probably will really sink in when the Super Bowl starts and, Buffalo's not in it.
Right.
Those were the days.
Well, way to make the show depressing. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you want the truth. I mean, I don't want to come on your show and lie. I mean, I'm serious.
I know. Want to vent? Neil vented last week.
I've ended with a pint of cookies and cream ice cream.
Oh,
I drowned my sadness.
yeah. Did you watch Sex in the City afterwards too?
Desperate Housewives, actually, and then Teen Mom, and then 16 and pregnant. You know.
All right. Well, at least like the events still aren't going are not stopping. Apparently, NFL. What's the story with this whole party you're having here in this Saturday?
It's kind of a way to get everybody together, not just the Bills fans, man. All the fans from all over. If you're in Florida, we got a bunch of people coming to town for the Pro Bowl, and we can all get together for one good cause: hating the Chiefs. So, we're bringing everybody together. We partnered up with the Dolphins fan club down in South Florida. The girl's name's Dolph Freaky. She was the 22 NFL fan of the year. So she's partnered up with all her NFL contacts. We got some former players coming out. They're trying to get some mascots to come out there. We got all kinds of food vendors. There's merchandise out there. Like I said, it's just a good way to get everybody together. We're going to have the 2 giant LED screens going on downtown, and they're just going to be constantly playing, different events throughout the season so people can still come down and see what's going on and just kind of get everybody excited for, at least a couple more weeks of football.
Very cool.
Do you think like the emotions are going to be there, or it's just, I mean, you know us Bills fans, you're a chapter president, and it's just like, I guess manipulating the emotions, right? And just have fun, come out, have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it's going to be is come out, have a good drink, see everybody that you get to see throughout the season, see some other fans, talk about Kansas City and how their team was robbed and how our team was robbed and everything else. And it gets everybody together. And, we just want everybody to come out and have a good time, man. That's all we want. There is going to be a drama-free event. We got a kids zone going to be set up so, people can bring their kids down. We'll have the Xbox going. We'll have different bar games going. So it's just a fun time to bring, if you're a fan of football. And that's what we want.
Very cool. So you're babysitting?
No. I mean, I'll be drinking. I mean,
I'll drop the kids off with you. I'll be back.
All the kids
will be back. You got this?
Yeah, I mean, my son asked if he could go, and I said, "Well, you don't want to see Daddy when he's on the sauce."
The 25th Rumpleman shot.
Oh yeah, man, it was bad over the weekend, bro.
What'd you do this weekend, man?
I played golf. I mean, I probably went down as maybe the greatest golfer I've ever played with my group of friends. I mean, I sent you both a video on it.
What'd you shoot?
I teed a golf ball on top of a Miller Lite can, and my buddy bet me that I couldn't hit the golf ball. And I said, well, let me just show you how it's done. And this was on the 18th hole. And I mean, we had been drinking all day. And I mean, I just gripped it and ripped it flush. And we found the ball. I picked it up. I said, I'm not even playing anymore. I'm done.
Gimme. That's a gimme.
That's it. That's it. So, I mean, I'll go down as the greatest golfer in my group of friends.
Well, word on the street is we're going to be doing a golf tourney, right, Campanile, this summer? We could definitely, partner up with the King of House Dressing.
I mean, we have rules. If you make a birdie, you got to do a shot. You get a bogey, you got to do a shot. Make a par, you got to do a shot. You can't get it past the women's tees. You got to play your pants down.
Campanile?
Yeah.
Are we still doing a boat parade?
We can definitely discuss doing that. We can see how many people can get involved. That could totally be a lot of fun. Involved.
Tyler Bass will be like the
Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal, yes. I'm trying to think of the word. Yeah, thank you.
Tee off of a boat, maybe?
We'll have Chuck Norris.
I've done that before.
Sorry, not Chuck Norris. I meant Scott Norwood and Tyler Bass. That would be a badass boat parade.
That would be, honestly.
Think about
maybe it. Maybe they can kick in opposite directions.
Well, Well, you were having plenty of shots. We had our parade here that I was trying to get B to come over for. You should have.
Yeah, how was that festival? What do you call it?
That festival
Gasparilla?
is yes.
For
That
people who
festival is
don't know what
kind of
Gasparilla
amazing.
is, what is Gasparilla, Tampanil?
Gasparilla is probably the largest event in the entire state of Florida, where it's basically a pirate festival. It's a big boat invasion. They have a big ass pirate ship comes through and invades Tampa Bay, and then it turns into a even larger regular parade on land. And you drink a shit ton of rum, and you dress up like pirates and attack. It's a crap ton of fun. And you drink a lot of rum,
Pull
then you
that
drink a
picture
little
back
more
up. Pull
rum.
that picture back up. Fucking epic.
Oh yeah.
Well done,
You notice we're in sync in Bills colors there, right?
It's all right. You guys can be Tampa Bay fans for one day of the week of the year. You're good.
It's a city, not the Bucks. It has nothing to do with the Bucks. It has to do with the city of Tampa.
I don't know. What do you think, Walter? I think he was rooting for the Buccaneers for a day, right?
I thought that photo was taken on the pirate ship at Buck Stadium. The way it was looking for a second, I thought he was saying "fire the cannon."
I can
Well,
see.
there's
I
an
can see
actual
those
pirate
cannons
ship that comes
firing off.
through.
Yeah.
There's an actual pirate ship that comes through. If you
I saw
read up on
Bert
his-
Kreischer was the Grand Marshal.
He was the Grand Marshal.
That's badass. Birds.
He was
Birds.
quite intoxicated
Machine.
too. Yeah. He kind of has a Jason Kelly beer belly.
So I listen. How does this work? Listen, I guarantee there's no law enforcement that watches this show. So did you like hire a captain? Like who drives in this shit show event?
I drove my boat over on Friday, parked it, had a perfect spot for the whole invasion to come through. Did not drive it in the parade at all. I just sat there on top, like you saw, and watched that thing come right in front of me. And I drank lots of rum. And pillage and
That's the
plunder.
way to do it. That is epic.
Yes.
I drank too much tequila this weekend.
Right on. B, what'd you drink this weekend? Hopefully it was the whiskey.
No, I was a good boy this weekend, man. I didn't do shit.
I think
Sunday morning, I called Sean. I go, I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. Like what do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do. There's no Bills. I don't give a shit about the other teams playing right now. The Bills are out. I'm done with football. I'm not gonna watch this shit. I don't want to see Taylor Swift fucking 30 times. Fuck that.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I just I geeked out and watched anime. I'm an anime fan, and I did have the football on the side. Just like fuck. Then I went to bed watching the Detroit Lions. They were up 21-7. I was like, all right, badass. Let's go Lions. And then it's like I woke up. Wait, what?
Samesies.
Yeah, I still don't know how they blew that. I mean, I know how they blew it, but holy shit. That was epic.
I know.
Come on, dude. I still have Dan Campbell's. Like I like Dan Campbell. I like what he did that organization. Like I like McDermott. What we did with our organization. But there's going to be a point where it's like, all right, hit or get off the pot.
Maybe you should kick a field goal, Dan.
You win some, you lose some.
Walter, are you going to participate in the Florida Bills Mafia Olympics? Tampa Neal are doing the punt, pass, and kick competition. You got to get all the backers. We'll get Jonathan in. We'll get John Holler from Miami backers. We'll get Sean from South Florida backers. And,
Wait, whoa.
Come on.
Are we doing teams or are we doing individuals, though?
Individual punt, pass, and kick competition.
Okay. That's things. I can also do teams, too. I'm just saying.
Well, that's what golf is for. Best ball, scramble. 100 people with football players.
Will there be drinking? Will there be drinking?
We will get OJ Simpson. I'm telling you, he'll play. And he'll kill it.
Do you know what the best part about drinking grapefruit juice is in the morning is?
Just a kid show.
I'm just saying, because if you drink OJ, it could kill you. I'm just saying. That's what I was just saying. The importance of grapefruit juice. Jeez.
All right. I mean, if you were like one of those like the alien things on TikTok where the alien guys are all telling the dad jokes and then just laughing, I would have laughed at that one, but that was kind of.
I mean, I am a parent.
Thanks, Walter. Well, that was Walter. Love you, brother. I'm just kidding. No, but it was fine. I laughed inside internally.
I mean, listen, I'll kick your ass and punt, pass, and kick any day of the week. So just bring it.
Let's go, bro. Come on, he's in. We got 3 people. Listen, we need to get 150 people, and we got to make it centralized. It's got to be Orlando because.
Are we testing for performance-enhancing supplements first? Because I'm just saying.
Oh no! I mean, you can be drunk as you want to.
That's it doesn't matter how much. The more you drink, the better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, because Jonathan's a big guy. I kind of question whether or not,
Hey, I can punt a ball, bro. Put me in. Fucking call me. What's an apprentice to a god?
An intern?
I'm like punt God's apprentice. I don't know.
Dude, where's the video from Tampa? I mean, from Daytona Beach, you running. And, I'm just saying.
I smoked Thomas Smith.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I spiked the ball and it came back and cracked me in the face. That was good. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was an interesting weekend.
What should we put the over under at who pulls a muscle the first time?
Oh, probably me. I'm always hurt afterwards. Like I'm still hurt from like jumping on that mahogany table. Samuel.
Right on.
I mean, I don't know, man. I raced my 8-year-old son last night, and I was like, man, I should really stop drinking. I even cheated and gave myself a head start too. Damn.
All right, it is kind of getting a little warm in here.
Say, dude,
not
get warm. Just look at
not as cold as it is.
You have a sweatshirt underneath too?
Yes, he does.
It was so cold. You have no idea. Oh my god.
He's got 2 more shirts underneath that too.
My gracious. And he's got the heat on.
Yep.
He got stuck in his sweatshirts.
He didn't want anybody to see his man nipples. Just pull him out already, bro. Come on. What a pansy.
No, dude, I had to take off my long johns. My nips is a kid show. I don't want my nips showing.
Your Captain Kangaroo underwear, you didn't want anybody to see it?
Yeah.
With his Captain Planet onesie.
Oh, whoa. So we've got, what do we have? 3 Bills that are in the Pro Bowl for sure.
Well, you got Dion, James Cook, and Diggs.
Think we're going to have more added on?
Well, I got to find out because, the co-president, Elise, she's a VIP tour guide at Disney. She's given a Bills player a tour at Disney on Saturday.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
and I mean, and they
alternatives.
They requested her. So
what does his name rhyme with?
Man, if I say it, you'd probably get sued.
All right.
Does his name ride with Snook?
Hang on. Actually, I'm
from South Florida. You never said it. We just guessed it. Fuck it.
Well, no, I'm going to text her and ask her if I can say his name. That's why. Because it's all, man, the Disney VIP stuff, especially when it's any kind of sports, they like to keep it hush hush.
Sure. Yeah. You don't want crazy people going. Imagine Tab and Neil and Epic B showing up doing a podcast. and they walk right into the fucking the waiting lines at Disney.
Well, that's the key thing.
With,
So
with
that's
a
why,
folding table.
that's why she tries to keep it all hush hush and not really tell people and everything else. So, all right, let me see what she said here. All right, his name is going to be. Did you hear it? Say you didn't hear the name.
No, all I heard was beeping noises.
Well, that's because it was retracted by the U.S. government.
Oh, Zoltan.
Yeah.
I thank God I took my bubble wrap off.
I asked her if I could say the name, so we'll see what she says. But
Yeah, no worries, dude.
they just try to, because like I said, they're there with their families and their friends and everything else like that. I know there was a couple years ago she had Cole Beasley and Dion in a group, and she was just saying that it got out, and you had fans following them around and stuff, and obviously Disney does what they can to have security around them to keep people away. So obviously you just want to respect the players' privacy and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh yeah.
So it's James Cook.
Deion Dawkins and Stephon Diggs.
Snowman would be like posting all over going, hey, let us know what I mean, or whatever he does, his punt phrase. That's badass.
No, absolutely. Let it snow.
Considering Deion Dawkins, you just said he did that a couple of years ago. He's probably not doing it again. Diggs, I'm guessing, has been to Disney many a times.
Ooh.
Maybe not. He's a younger guy, hasn't been there. Gonna get the big old tour. Hell yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It is. Now that was what it was. Tabadil, you two youths over there, but Tabadil, you man.
He just cold cased it and figured it out, huh? Whoa.
Like literally, like there, I saw water coming out of Walter's nose. As soon as you see the top of my like, yeah, clean up aisle 9. Thanks.
That's it. No, absolutely. I appreciate that. When's the golf tournament going to be?
I don't know. Tampa, we gotta talk about that one too, because that's gonna be a fun event.
Yeah,
that's gonna be an absolutely epic event. Like I know LT lives down here in South Florida, near where I live. I actually saw him on golf courses before, but that'd be good to get let's get like a Bills Mafia classic, but we got to find a course. Come down to South Florida. Everybody goes to South Florida. Nobody wants to go to Orlando.
You just got to find a course that's willing to put up with the shenanigans. That's the key thing.
I've got like 3 courses 3 miles from my house.
I mean, I've had a couple courses because I had asked about it before, and they're like, as long as you don't destroy the property. And it's like, well, that's No, I don't think. Listen, I don't think we'll do that. Bills Mafia is cool, guys. Come on, we're not gonna invite a bunch of douchebags. Maybe Walter will. I don't know. We're not going to. Everybody knows us. I mean, but once you get that sauce in you, though, you turn into another person, right there, FB.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, I mean, next thing you know, you wreck Tampa Neal in his golf cart. Or, you try to jump off the roof.
What happened is, I thought I was hitting the brake, but I hit the acceleration.
That's the worst feeling in the world. That's how I got into my first car accident.
Oh man. Oh geez. What else are we gonna like? That honestly, the golf tournament would be epic. It would be absolutely epic for Bills fans just to kind of take us. We've got how many days is it, Tampa Neal? Like 12 weeks or something, or no? That's the draft. 87 days to the draft.
Too many. It's too many.
But 6 months. 6 months of no football, no Bills.
But you still got the XFL at least.
All right. What is Bob Bragg talking about? What are snowman rules? Golf snowman rules.
I've never heard of golf snowman rules.
Is that where you do snow on the golf course? Because
That
I've
sounds
seen those
illegal.
rules before.
We're not playing in Columbia, Bob. You know,
Not quite sure what it,
tomorrow.
I mean, I heard Bogota is pretty nice this time of year, so
Bob, you'll have to let us what snowman rules actually are.
Please let us know, Bob.
that must be that old time golf.
8 shots and you're done with the hole. Oh yeah. Oh no, the snowman. Yes.
Oh.
Well, no. If anything, it's going to be scramble golf. We're not allowing people to just play their hand. It's scramble, best ball, you and your partner versus your opponent, and then you keep track. What the other team keeps track of your score, and then you keep track of the other opponent's score.
So
But
Bob
yes,
gets a lot of
8
eights
shots
apparently.
is the max.
You see, he must not be very good at golf.
Guys taking 8s on par 3s.
That's me all day. Well,
Was it?
I get
was it-
eagles on like par 5s, but I get 8s on par 3s. Like, wait a minute, what?
Happens to the best of us.
I saw something today that said it was like 29 years ago today that Tin Cup took a 12.
Yeah. Ball.
Yeah. Damn, that was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
What else did you guys do this weekend besides get drunk at Gasparilla? Anything good?
I think
Nope.
he
That
had
was it.
Gasparilla. That was I live my life vicariously through Tappanil. All right. I'm a loser. I'm a homer. I love chilling with my wife. We do a couple of things, you know. Outside of that, man, it's work. And I live my life vicariously through Tappanil.
I went to SeaWorld, drank a little too
Yeah.
much. I went down to the dolphin area and booed them again, so that was kind of fun.
I wanted to go to the zoo too. I really wanted to do that. You know what? We're gonna have like this summer is gonna be full of random shit, and one of them is going to the aquarium and find dolphins and boo at them. Fuck you, dolphins. Oops, sorry, little kids. Yeah, I think we got it cool.
I mean, I possibly maybe was drinking Don Julio and ended up in a hotel room with somebody on top of me and completely passed out and don't remember what happened.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a button for this. Yeah, I should. Yeah, should. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, there goes all our contracts.
I mean, we'll just say it was a former. Well, she's a newscaster for some station.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, should we talk about Buffalo Bills? I mean, do you guys really want to talk about the Buffalo Bills?
I have a question. I've got a question for you all, and this is honest to God's question.
What you got?
Who's excited for the new stadium? Honestly,
Hell yeah.
now, but here's my question though.
The stadium's cursed, so we're in.
That was your
Well,
question.
Get the fuck
but
out of it.
But that's the thing though.
So you have 2 questions.
It's a 2-part question. I mean, are you excited for the new stadium? But how much you're going to miss the old stadium because of all your guys' memories and everything else of being there and seeing the past X amount of years there and stuff.
All right. If they don't have boulders, I'm all about new stadium. Just say no boulders. Fuck the boulders. Oh, fuck those boulders. I'm not done. I want my revenge against those fucking boulders.
Yeah. If we win the Super Bowl the first year that we open that new stadium up, fuck the old stadium and those memories. That shit was cursed.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, they just, you get attached to something. And, obviously, I mean, even for me, like, I mean, I remember going to the Bills Stadium as a kid with my dad. And it's like you have those memories and stuff. And it's like, eventually you go up there and it's like, damn, it's gone,
Josh Allen's perfect game. Josh Allen's perfect game. Last time I went there.
Hey, that's true.
Yep.
Since you want to talk about Bills, I mean, what do we think about them hiring Joe Brady full time.
I like it.
See, he did a hell of a job fucking taking Dorsey's playbook and making it his own, you know?
Well, Dorsey's going to use the same playbook now in Cleveland.
Well, offensive coordinator is going to make up his own themes, his own schemes, his own everything, and he knows what he got with his guys. I'm okay with that.
He's gonna have he'll have the whole off season to implement it too, so it'll be nice to see that as well.
That's true too. I mean, hopefully they go out and find themselves a defensive coordinator now.
Yeah, no kidding.
What do you guys want?
Our guys on defense.
Wasn't that a big surprise? Eric Washington took that defensive coordinator position at the Chicago. It's like, why? What? Like, you literally would have been DC of the Bills. What's going on?
I don't think they're going to make him DC. That's why he left.
Possible.
Another one of those behind the scenes. What's going on with McDermott?
Man. But it would be nice just to be a fly on the wall.
Guys, Leslie Frazier interviewed for the Dolphins DC position. Come on.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that too, Neil, right? You're like, that's fine. Good for him. Hope he gets it. But listen, outside of that, though, doesn't that like give any kind of reference to like former employees and the whole McDermott thing? Walter, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
It made it tough because under Leslie Frazier, they were always a top 5 defense. And statistically, they were top 5 every category. And after seeing what happened this year with the defense, you know, I want them to find somebody good, whether it's a good college defensive guy, you know, if it's someone they can try to lure away from another team. They got to figure it out because it's just not working.
What are your thoughts on him bringing out Ron Rivera in?
That would be badass, but I don't think Ron Rivera would stoop that low.
He's not getting any head coaching jobs.
No, he's not. I mean,
him and McDermott have worked together.
That's to say they worked together down in Carolina, right?
It'll never happen, guys. He'll never bow to a subordinate. Ron Rivera's old school. I think he's going to retire. He won't bow to his. No. That's silly. Ron Rivera will not be a DC. If it does, dude, I will go streaking down fucking A1A.
Dude,
I just make sure you guys don't delete this show when that does happen. So
I know
Ron Rivera is not going to be the coach. I'm texting Ron right now. Hey, Ron, do you want to?
One thing you were saying with Leslie Frazier, they were always in. I mean, they were in the top 5 again in scoring again this year.
Yeah,
but they did what they did. Even under Leslie Frazier is fuck up in the playoffs. They did not play well in the playoffs. You can be amazing as you want to be in the regular season, but when it comes to playoffs, I don't know what switch gets turned off, but it's off.
But I don't know. But you don't know, guys. Think about this. You don't know if it was actually Frazier's fault. You don't know that. Think about that.
You don't. McDermott could have overruled him.
He interviewed with a defensive coordinator position with the Miami Dolphins.
I didn't get it.
Who cares? He still interviewed with them.
He had coaching jobs last year too. It doesn't mean shit. You didn't get him.
He didn't want to be the DC for McDermott. Does that not like raise any flags?
Yeah, because I mean, he left a top defense to go do whatever he wanted to do, and you know, obviously there was some internal issues going on behind the scenes that no one will ever know about.
I'm getting texts from this one's Tyler Bass. Hey, thanks, man. I want to be part of the boat parade. Cool, bro.
Sweet.
Oh, there is Scott Norwood. Yep, I'm in. I'll bring my boat down. So there we go. Forgot what we're talking about, guys.
Scott Norwood just texted me too and says my boat will be parked wide right. Come find me.
Yeah. Take the right.
There.
Yeah, I did. Good one. House of Dressing. King Rumble is so much cooler. Why House of Dressing, dude?
You guys don't know
Man.
You never don't know the story of the house dressing?
No.
So during the 90s, the Bills players would go over to Big Tree Inn and they would go over there and have lunch during two-a-days, and they'd get a little, let's just say extra beverages. And the second half of the practice would be crap. So Levy at the time said, hey, no more leaving for lunch. We'll have lunch brought in. So what Big Tree Inn would do is they would take Rumplemans and put them in little dressing containers, and they would send it over with the food. So to this day, if you go to Big Tree Inn and ask for a house dressing, they give you a shot of Rumplemans.
No way.
Yep.
Jason Kelsey just talked about it on his podcast.
Oh, am I the only one in the world that did not know about that? Neil, did you know about that?
Yes.
What the fuck? Fuck.
How was the host
Jason
of the
Kelsey
show
did
not
talk about it in
prepared?
his
How was the host not prepared?
Wait, wow. Let me just, I'm sorry guys.
Yeah, because I saw the clip with Jason Kelsey talking about it too. And I actually had friends texting me and they're like, we thought you made that up. And I was like, no, nothing was made up. I was like, literally just go in there and ask for a house dressing and they give you a shot of Rumplemans.
Yeah. He showed up there with Eric Wood, and Eric Wood told him the whole story about it.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess I live under a rock.
Maybe it's just you're so cold you just don't know, I mean,
yeah, I almost had hypothermia, guys. You're not worried about that? Yeah.
Well, if you would have had a house dressing, you could have warmed up.
Yeah.
True statement.
That's true. I don't know, man. Epic B's kind of scary on Rumplemans the last time I saw him.
We're never talking about that again, guys. Come on. Time traveling is a violent thing. That's why we don't do it that much. But there we go. We got the draft. You're sitting
Don't do it that much.
Maybe we can time travel to a Bills Super Bowl win, though.
What would you guys pay for that?
Did they make a movie about that? It was called Click.
Well, it's funny. That's like the X-Files clip. I'm sure you guys know that conspiracy theory, right?
I don't know.
I'm lost on that one, bro.
Yeah.
So you remember the original X-Files?
Yeah.
They had the guy who ran the superstation. They called him Cigarette Man. He was always just smoking cigarettes. There's a clip.
It's been a while since I watched it. It's been a long. I mean, it when I was growing up as a kid, it was kind of like popular back then.
Well, there's a clip.
You're only 2 years older than me. How do you know about this?
Well, there's a clip from the show where he says the Buffalo Bills will never win a Super Bowl in his lifetime on the X-Files.
No fucking way.
I swear to God, bro, it's a conspiracy theory.
The
U.S. government is out to get the Buffalo Bills.
All right, well, I'm going to build a time machine, guys, and I ain't going to make sure the Bills win the Super Bowl. I don't fucking know how to do that. Like, what would you tell? All right, well, this is actually a fun question. Tabanil, if you built a time machine, what would you do to go in the future and like make sure that your team won a Super Bowl? What would you do?
Can you go to the past too, or just the future?
No,
though?
only the future. Only the future. Tabanil, what would you do? Go.
What would I do?
Conversation. Yes.
Other than being absolutely amazing, I'm not quite sure.
No, I mean,
I'd definitely make some bets. I'd come back and make some bets.
No, you got to time travel to the future, and you have to tell them something. What would you do? Nothing. Is your time travel to the future? You don't know what happened in the past.
I don't know. I really know what happened. So,
see, that was
win it. This team sucks.
Walter, what about you? What would you do if you had traveled to the future?
Yeah, but that makes no sense, though. I mean,
You have to time travel back.
So what am I going to do? Am I going to time travel to the future and tell Josh Allen, hey, make sure you look out for this guy. He's a stud coming. I mean, now if you tell me time travel to the past, I'm going to tell Scott Norwood to move over a little bit to the left. I'm going to tell Leslie Frazier's defense, hey, don't play so far back. That's what I'm going to do.
That was a trick question, guys. You both, I mean, Devin Hill, you failed. I was like, come on, dude. You hear what I'm asking you? You time travel to the future. What would you say?
I only want
And
to go
Devin
back.
Hill's like, he goes like, wait a minute.
I'm like, go win a Super Bowl.
Wait a minute.
Go
Wait
to
more.
the past.
No.
Boom.
Yeah. And then Walter's like, wait a minute, you fucking asshole. Thanks for ruining the joke.
I mean, listen, I'm a realist, conspiracy theorist.
All right, let's go down to the past then, Tampanil. We time travel to the past. What are you doing? What is your first stop?
The first stop is going to be the AFC Championship against the Chiefs. Go out there and play a little better of a game. Much better. Dude, I don't know if I want to go back to that one. Shit.
What would you say then?
Dude, I would go back to 13-second game and just be like, dude, do a squib kick. Do a fucking squib kick.
See, this is
use
where,
their timeouts.
Hold on, Neil.
Don't play off like crazy.
Right, but how are you going to get on field and talk to these players? What are you going to do? You're going to walk up and be like, hey, listen, this is what you need to do. Like, who the fuck is this guy with the fucking sun hat?
In 35-degree weather. That's slurring his words, too.
He's speaking in cursive.
McDermott!
You need
to
kick it.
Take a couple pass interference penalties. Who gives a shit? Let the clock wind down.
It's true.
Yeah, dude. It's not Quantum Leap, right? You remember Quantum Leap, guys? Quantum Leap? That was kind of cool.
That's way before my time.
No, dude, how old are you?
41.
Yeah, we're same age.
Yeah, we're like 2 years apart, bro. It's fine.
Yeah, but I was watching real shows like Desperate Housewives, Real Housewives, Teen Mom, 16 and Pregnant.
Wait, what? Did you like time travel your TV shows to now?
I don't know what your Quantum Leap is from, though. I've never seen that show.
All right, House of Dressing. What would you do? You travel back in time. How would you get your influence across a team in what moment?
Well, first off, that's number one.
Oh, cheers. Cheers, my friend.
Definitely going to get in with that.
Let's cheer. We got to cheer.
Let me get it back out of the freezer here. It's got to be ice cold, buddy. Safety first.
Can we just start calling him Epic Walter?
When I show up in Super Bowl 25 and I have a bottle of Rumplemints wearing a Josh Allen jersey and my cell phone that doesn't work because the technology is not available then, and I beam into the old sombrero Star Trek style, I'm going to tell Norwood, just turn a little bit to the left. That's all I'm going to tell him. And that's it. And the rest is history. And then the 7-year-old me doesn't have to go through the embarrassment of elementary school with Bill shaving the back of your head for a week.
All right.
Plus I had birth control thick glasses on back then, so it was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie.
All right. Devil's advocate here. Devil's advocate.
What are you going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do? No, I'm just asking questions.
What are you going to do? You're going to go back to the past. What are you going to do?
I'm going back and I'm making sure that they do not take away the instant replay. Remember that time frame from like 95 to like 2000 or whatever, or 1999 or 2000, whatever. They just said we're not doing instant replay anymore.
How does that affect the Bills?
Music City. Right? That's when they started like back again that first year, but they didn't know how to do it. So if you had it all those years, you know how to do it. And make sure you make the right call.
So none of you guys would go back to Super Bowl 25 and start the dynasty. You guys would wait till later on.
Well, how would you do that though? How explain how would you do that? You
He just said he was going to Star Trek beam himself in.
Listen, you tell me you're not going to freak out if some guy just randomly appears Star Trek style in the locker room.
No, it would be like out in the middle of cow fields, like Quantum Leap style. But you have to set your own success up. That was the question. What would you do? Not like, oh, this is what I would do, but this is how I would do it. What I would do is I'd be friends like with the mayor, and I would go on from there. I don't know. But I was asking you guys. What I would do, I would just be epic. I would do epic shit. In the past, I'd be like, hey, listen, this is gonna catch on. Breaking tables, trust me, bro.
Then I would get a job at the Big Tree Inn before the season starts, and I tell, hey guys, I've got some inside information on Super Bowl 25. There's a couple Black Hawk helicopters over creating a wind vortex, which is going to push the ball to the right. I just need you to stand a little bit to the left. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, if you're going to go back to Super Bowl 25, maybe you should just be like the night before. Maybe you guys should just stay in the hotel and stand outside the guys' hotels. Just make sure Lawrence Taylor doesn't send any workers of the evening over.
That's true.
To wear them all out because
cocaine check. Cocaine. I'm doing cocaine check.
Don't do it until after.
Yeah.
And guess what? We don't have to worry about Scott Norwood.
Oh, that's true too. Damn, fucking kick.
That's funny. That's actually pretty funny.
Man. Then go back with a Breaking Tables t-shirt and give it to Jim. Say, hey, when you get the MVP, hold the shirt up.
Well, no, I would not do that because everybody would set it up or create something prior to us creating it.
So we would trademark it like back in 1993 and be like, fuck.
Have we trademarked Jack Samuel?
It's pending.
I mean, I'd go back and trademark everything. Bills Mafia, everything.
Buffalo Bills. I would go back to the 60s and trademark Buffalo Bills.
Buy the land across from where the new stadium's being built at.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that only advantages you though, not like everyone else.
I mean, you guys have seen Hot Tub Time Machine, right?
Great
I
movie.
love Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, you come back and it's Lugal instead of Google. Motley Lou, come on.
I love that movie. That's one of the coolest movies ever.
Second one was horrible. Not gonna lie.
Second one was horrible.
I know that was kind of funny too. Come on.
We've been drinking, haven't you?
All right. Well, this is what you get from us. What else are you not entertained, folks? You thought you would tune in and listen to Bills talk, X's and O's, but we're talking about King of House dressing.
Oh man, I think I'm at the time travel this weekend.
Sweet.
I mean, I'm willing to take one for the team, honestly.
I mean, we are in Tundra, Florida. So, people got to have some sort of sympathy for this.
Well, I told everybody at work, don't talk to me for the next 2 weeks about the Buffalo Bills. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, Chris had a Super Bowl go and be done with this crap.
But it makes it bad. Every one of my jackets is a Buffalo Bills jacket, so it's like I had no choice.
Too, I know.
So it's like, fuck.
I know. It's like the warmest jacket in the world. And I just I don't want to wear it right now.
Yeah, I've had some people ask me if I'm going to scrape off my Bills tattoo and everything else, and just.
Oh yeah, you got a scowl? Yeah, let me just do it right now.
Fuck you.
Get out of here, Lamborghini Fettuccine Linguini.
I just think Epic B needs a Bills tattoo.
No, I do. I do. But I need to get my my two dogs tattoo before anything else.
What if you get the Breaking Tables logo tattooed on you?
All right, 2 paws. Breaking the table.
Okay.
My 2 dogs I lost in February
Okay.
last year.
I'm okay with that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Draw it up.
You got to get it someplace though. Where would you tattoo it at on you though? That's the thing.
Don't normal people get it in the middle of the lower back? I thought that was a thing.
Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking.
No, definitely not.
That's how bad it was this weekend. I may have saw a lower back tattoo on somebody, and the tequila was kicking in. The tattoo started to move. I
Hey, well,
think that's when I blacked out.
there's all our contracts again. Thanks.
Yeah, but the thing about contracts is you can just rewrite them. Tell them you're holding out for more money.
Fair enough.
I mean, it could be worse.
All right, last question of the night. You're Brandon Bean. What are you doing next season to ensure the Super Bowl?
Oh man.
No, not Hop and Puff.
Put McDermott on the hot seat. That's number one. And then I will say Bean's always been really good in the draft. So, and moving money around, reducing cap hits and everything like that. But I mean, it starts with McDermott. He's got to, light a fire under his ass and say, hey, this is it. And then, like I said, have a good draft. And then obviously you can restructure a few contracts and, obviously we're going to lose some players this year, but we got to do something.
Neil?
Well, it kind of took the one that I was going to say as well. We need to have another stellar draft. We need to have guys like Kincaid come out and Osiris come out because those guys came out as rookies and they played damn well.
Yep.
2 years ago we got a big hit at linebacker. So the guys we've drafted well. Cook turned out to be a damn good draft pick. So we need to hit these guys and we need to have them play too. So if we're picking somebody, we need to have them play really. I'd love to see the Bills move up and go after somebody. It's not Bean's MO, so I don't see that realistically happening. But we're going to have 10 picks next year. So I think the draft is going to be very, very big.
I could see Bean making some deals.
I do too. I think he'll make some things happen. He's going to move some money around with some players to create cap space. But I'll tell you, as far as restructuring, I don't want to see him restructuring some of these players.
You tell me you want to see him restructure Vaughn's contract?
No. I don't want him to restructure Vaughn's contract.
Guys, honestly, thanks for asking what I felt like. Appreciate it.
Well, I was going to ask you a question, though.
No. I got to answer this one.
Yeah, I'm curious what you have to say too, B.
What Bean needs to do is tell McDermott is like, listen, I know how you are with these rookies. You don't want to play him. You don't give him any trust. Fuck it. If there's studs, we're getting them in, and you're playing them, and you're gonna game plan around these studs. That is all. If you don't, you got one more year. This is that. That was my take.
Right. Well, my final question to you both is you're on the board, number one pick. What position do you feel right now is the most needed?
Probably a wide receiver.
Okay.
Because we're gonna lose Gabe. So yeah, I would go wide receiver would be my first choice.
Okay.
Always depending on who's available, really, at that point. Hard to say with not 28 players off the board.
Yeah, but as long as you feel that that's the biggest hole that's going to need to be filled. I mean, obviously it may not happen, but that's what you feel is the biggest hole that's going to need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Epic B.
Yeah, make that defense score 51. Get that wide receiver. Get some weapons for Josh Allen. Let's get crazy, folks. Let's get crazy. Come on, Pauly Shore style, crazy. Let's
Walter, what do
go.
you think?
I was going to go. I would say defense. I mean, obviously, because with the way, it sounds like Micah hides out. You don't know how much more Poyer's got in the tank. So, I mean, I could see him going defensive back or cornerback. Honestly,
Imagine Trey White gets transferred over to safety.
He's not that good of a tackler. I should say he's not as good of a tackler as you need in the safety position.
But I think he's good at reading the offense, though. And he doesn't have that cut speed like a cornerback.
well,
He's got 2 major injuries, ACL and Achilles. What else can we do with him?
Trey White's going to be here next year.
just get a healthy Milano back. That's number one too.
Yep.
Listen, we kept Damar Hamlin for another year. Why can't we bring back Trey White for one more year?
Well, Damar Hamlin didn't cost us anything. Trey White does.
No, that's true too.
I don't see them leaving Trey White or Milano.
Oh, they'll never. I mean,
didn't say Milano. They're not going to get rid of Milano. He'll be back. He'll be fine next year. But I mean, if Trey White doesn't retire on his own,
you think we're leaving it with Trey? No Trey.
I think if Trey White doesn't retire on his own, I see the Bills moving on from him. I just don't see. I don't see a way we can keep him. To be honest with you, I really honestly don't. I hate that because I like Trey White. I love the guy, but I just unfortunately don't see a way we can keep him. We brought Rasul Douglas in. He's got another year on his contract.
And he's been amazing.
He's been amazing. Exactly. We've got Benford, who's also played quite well. You can get Dane Jackson back on a lower contract as a third guy. You've got Taron Johnson. We're kind of fine at cornerback.
We are. And what are we doing with Kyer Elam?
And you got Kyer as well. If he's healthy and doesn't have the issues that he had at the beginning of the season, and he looks like he did in the playoffs, I mean, you've got to cut something somewhere. I mean, do you bring back Rapp because he's going to cost money? They actually have Micah Hyde's contract that they're going to be paying off cap-wise for the next 3 years.
Hey, if he retires, though, does that mean the cap
doesn't matter?
Still hits? Really?
It's dead cap value.
Yep.
So it's guaranteed then. It's still guaranteed, but dead cap.
I mean, I just looked at
he's not getting paid money. Like he's not getting actual physical money for the next 3 years. It is just money that got pushed off. Like Bean has just pushed money off. They did the same thing with Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd's contract is up this year. He's already been paid. He's done. But they're going to have cap hits for him for, I believe, 1 more year for Floyd.
I mean, I just looked at Trey White's contract. His salary is $8.3 million this year. Has a cap hit of $16.4 million and a dead cap value of $10.3 million.
Yeah, so that opens up basically $6 million.
Yeah,
that's a big deal right there. That's Rapp salary right there.
Yeah,
that keeps Rapp.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Trey White Goalie Academy just like everybody else, but
yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
But imagine the people in the business side of it, the beans, that has to make that decision. We are just saying this out of the bottom of our heart. These are our guys, fuck, we can't live without them. You know what I mean? As Bills fans, imagine Brandon Bean and the Pagulas, McDermott, even at the end of the day, the business, right? But it hurts. Imagine them who built that connection.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe some of these players should take a hometown discount and restructure their contract. I mean, hell, Tom Brady did it for years, so he knew
Years. Yeah.
that way. So that way they can continually to pay and get better guys on the team. I mean, you know, you look at some of these contracts, it's like, hey, if you want to be able to keep these guys, and you're all about the team and everything else, well, put your money where your mouth is,
Yeah. Especially when you pay it 2 years, basically 2.5 years when you didn't play.
Yeah.
This isn't like the NHL where you get put on IR, your money doesn't count towards the salary cap anymore. It still counts in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Last question of the night. We'll start with King of House Dressing, aka King of Rumplements. He's got many titles. Walter, chapter president of Orlando Backers, co-president Von Miller. Question mark. Your thoughts?
Overpaid and didn't produce enough. But with the cap hit and everything else, I don't really see him moving on unless something happens in the court of law and they end up cutting ties and the Bills can try to move away from that situation altogether. But we're stuck with them.
Tamadil?
What Walter said is pretty much 100% accurate. We've got at least one more year with Vaughn, no matter what, until you can get under that salary cap or until you get under that dead cap amount. And that's why I said do not restructure him, because if you restructure him, then that adds more years down the line, where then it's not 1 more year, it's 2 more years, 3 more years, depending on how far you kick the can down the road. So they're stuck with him this year unless something happens. I'll be honest with you. I hope like hell that he was still recovering from that knee surgery and he comes back next year better. Gets a full training camp, all that stuff. Hopefully that happens. If not, then guess what? See you after that year.
Yep.
B, what do you think?
No. No, he's
one of those.
Yeah, I mean, you could see his production towards like the very latter part. It took a lot longer. Maybe somebody put a comment. I think it was Lisa. We need to get better training staff. Like, if you don't see, sorry, let me rephrase. Let me rephrase. So when you get a concussion, right? There's a standard protocol. There's a standard baseline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why can't there be a baseline for kind of injuries? Maybe, I don't know, Matt. I'm ignorant to the sports medicine side of it. But think about it. If you don't have a baseline, like what was he doing? Was Von Miller hitting that baseline? Or
but every player's different though. Their recovery timetable.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. I mean, no one expected him to be on the field even doing any kind of reps.
He's a turd.
Well, even you look at the injuries they've all happened in such freak positions, shitty fields. I mean, Detroit's field's been bitched about for years. New Orleans field's been bitched about for years. New York's field's been bitched about for years. That field that wasn't a field. Apparently, it was basically painted concrete in fucking London, and players got injured on those shitty turfs.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I mean, it's hard to blame the training staff for that. So,
yeah. All right. Fair. Hey, tough questions, guys. Walter, King of House Dressing title. Do you have so many fucking titles, bro? Love you, man. Hope you have fun this weekend with your tailgate.
It's true.
Joining. Get ready for this golf tourney this summer.
I mean, my Sundays are now available, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. Outstanding. Tab Neal, bring us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Walter, always a pleasure to have you, sir. Make sure you guys join us. We're going to be switching to once a week. We'll probably change it up here weekly, but we will definitely let you know. I believe next week we're going to do our show on a Thursday. So make sure you pull the live version up on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. If you missed the live version, make sure you pull us up wherever you like or listen to your favorite podcast, whether it is Spotify, iHeartRadio, Samsung Pod, Apple Pod, Google Pod. Pull us up, like us, share us, hit that subscribe button, tell your aunts, uncles, neighbors. Don't tell your attorneys. You can go to Disney and see James Cook. Oop.
Right. Better find them all. Guys, so much fun. Love y'all. Oh, we'll see you next Thursday. Walter, got the resident Orlando. Can't wait to see him and do some rumplements. Tampa Neal.
Do a lot.
Hell yeah.
He's an off-season Tampa Buccaneers fan. We love every one of y'all.
Disappointment.
Yeah.